Hey guys, welcome back. Well, let me show you here right quick what I'm doing. Working on getting an electric plug put into the main control panel here on the grain dryer. This is for my internet, and because I need power for this black box here on the fiber, and I've also got to have a router set up as well. I think it was back, kind of at the end of last year of 2022, they had actually got my fiber brought up here to the dryer, and then back in the summer they got this box here mounted on the side. They got it run over, run in, hooked up, and right here's that's either a Cat 5 or a Cat 6 wire coming in, and plugs in right there. And the guy from the company that set the dryer up, he wasn't sure if it needed a router or if we could just be taking a hard wire directly in out of that box on the side. Well, come to find out, he talked to somebody with GSI, one of the tech guys, and they said yes, you do need a router in order to actually establish a connection between the dryer and the phone company. And so got all that. I've actually just tried calling the phone company to see if they were open today, but I didn't think they would be on Labor Day, but figured I'd try anyway. But that little black box right there, that's what keeps the line, the fiber line, active. And so it needs to be plugged in all the time. And I've got it unplugged right now. It does have, they've told me it's like a 3 or 4 hour battery backup in the thing. And so what I've been doing now for the past couple of months is I just had a regular 50-foot electric cord running off that off the wet bin over there, but we needed something permanent. And so my neighbor just left here a little while ago, and he helped me get this 12-2 wire pushed through this conduit and set up, because he's got the tool that will punch a hole in that. And so we got the conduit all in, and now I just got to take and put this plug on the end of it, and that way I can plug this here in. I've got a triple head receptacle that I'll plug into that way I can hook the router up as well. And so before my neighbor came down, I dug the trench in, that way we can put the conduit down through there, then it runs up, then ties in right over here on this breaker box. So I just got done getting that breaker hooked in, got the wires tied in, got the ground and neutral hooked on the lug over here, black tied in over here on this end, and so we're good to go there, other than putting this faceplate on. And I gotta punch out that top piece right there. And so now all I gotta do is just take and hook the plug up on the dryer side, and it'll be ready to plug in, because it just, like I say, it just plugs in right here on the main control panel. And of course over here is your computer screen with all your knobs and buttons. Doing it this way here, technically for 12-2 wire, if you're going to be putting in a building or something like that, you would actually bring this into just the regular electrical outlet. However, there's not enough room inside this by the time you close this front door to try and mount an electrical box in here, and we don't want that in the way, so stick a plug on the end of it and we'll make it work, no big deal. All it needs is power, and it don't draw that much juice to begin with, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, got that one stripped off. And one of the main guys from the company that we had install the dryer, he came down last week and put that chipboard right there in, because that's what they call the GSI watchdog. He said he's pretty sure that with that, as far as like remote monitoring, he said you can change your temperatures on the burners. He thinks that we can also change the timers as well. And of course, just simply pull it up and make sure that the dryer is actually running and not shut down. All right, gotta get this plug here taken apart. Alrighty, there we go. On these dryers, the company told me that in order for it to work right, I needed a static IP address because it can't be constantly always changing. Otherwise, the dryer loses its authentication with the phone company, or the internet company actually, and then don't want to work right. And so they got me a static IP. And now once I actually get the router put in, which I'm actually going to just simply take and rent a router from the internet company. That way if I have any trouble with it, I simply call them up and tell them to get the thing fixed. But I didn't know, if you get a static IP address, when the tech guys came out and put that box router on the side and then ran the wires up into the box here, they said it actually takes, and when the fiber line goes out, it's going down that orange conduit out between the bins, then out to the road to the main junction box. He said when you get a static IP address, come on, get in there. For some reason, that's not one to line up. There should be a one-way marker on that, or a groove. But anyway, they said when you take and get a static IP, and I never knew it, that what it does is it takes, well, when this fiber line goes from the dryer out to the road, they said it goes into a 32-way splitter or junction box, and 32 other houses can connect onto that same line. But when you take and get a static IP address, it locks that line down, and it's just you only. And so nobody else can get onto that internet line except you, because you've got that static IP. Well, maybe I'll get that thing lined up eventually. Okay, I think I finally found the right groove it was supposed to fall into. There we go. But I am curious to see how this thing will work on remote and everything like that. And one nice thing, once I'm done with the dryer, the internet company will let me take and throw into what they call vacation mode. Because of course here in northern Indiana, you get a lot of people come wintertime, they all move south. Florida, Texas, wherever. And so they'll let them take and put their internet into vacation mode until they come back the following spring. And that's what I'm going to do with this thing. So after harvest time, I'll just take and put it into vacation mode. Thankfully, I will be able to keep my static IP address because I'm paying 10 bucks extra a month for that. And then come next September, I'll just simply take and pay the reconnect fee, like 45 bucks, and have it activated for probably September, October, and November, and then just simply take and deactivate it again. Because otherwise, for the internet service, the static IP, and now with renting one of their routers, it's going to be right at about like $82 a month. Okay, I think we are ready to take and turn the power on. Well, let's see if any sparks fly when I hit the breaker. Well, all sounds good. We'll see if we have power over on the dryer side now. Okay, the system status light's still lit up green. Okay, that little DC light, it just went out. So we got juice here. That's a good thing. And I'll get my, my double head plug and plug into this yellow part, and then that'll give me 3 hookups to tie this black box and the router into. That way the router has power as well. So I think that should have it. Okay, and now you can see that top one right there is the one I need to knock out. Come on, get out of there. There we go. And he just kind of sticks up in there like so. Oh. I guess that bottom little screw comes out and then ties back in. Yeah, there we go. Now he's ready to go in. Okay, now those plugs, well, that can stay on it, on or off, it don't matter. Get that little screw lined up. It should just jump right in there. No big deal, supposedly. All right, that's got it. Well, guys, been a little shorter video, but I figured, well, I'll just show you right quick what I'm doing with the dryer. And now let's get the power to it. I'm going to grab my garden rake and drag this little trench back shut. And now we got juice to run the internet on the dryer. So take care. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.